Well, you simply need to look at the dominant trends on social media this week and do a basic content analysis to realize how much this subject of players' switching nationality has dominated the national conversation, even in the midst of heavy subjects such as the increasing cost of living and the dire economic times.
International football may have lost some of its allure for many players, but playing for one's country remains a pinnacle in a footballing career. And with the 2022 World Cup approaching, that desire has played out in many different ways.
I love Ghana, and special for me stay here.
A few years ago, Williams would not have considered playing for Ghana, but with the World Cup stage in the mix, changing his mind was easy. He is not the only one. This week, the Ghana Football Association's president Kurt Okreku announced that there were at least 5 more players willing to commit their future to Ghana. All this has been made possible by a change in FIFA nationality rules. The current rule allows for players to switch nationality to another country if the player held the nationality of their new association at the time of their first official appearance for their first national team. The player played in no more than 3 competitive senior games before the age of 21. The player has not played in the final stage of an official tournament such as the World Cup, European Championship, Copa America, among others. At least 3 years have passed since the player's last senior appearance for their previous national team. More countries are following the same path. Algeria's Africa Cup of Nations winning team was dominated by French-born players including Yassine Brahimi and Reyes Imboli. The year before, Senegal showed off in the AFCON with Edouard Mendy and Kalidou Koulibaly, both born in France. Nigeria has also had a long policy of convincing players with Nigerian roots around the world to represent them, with the likes of Joe Aribo, born in England, and Trost Ekong from the Netherlands. Sports journalist Michael Otieje says while the strategy is complex, it has immense benefits.
I personally think the greater danger in this is how we onboard them. That's why I've been uncomfortable by all the welcome messages, because if I was a player in the team already, I'm thinking already that too much premium is being placed on these guys who are coming in. But look, it's a strong policy, it's a good policy, but it's a policy that needs to be accompanied by a deliberate effort to ensure that these players bed in and bed in quickly, that they are not treated as special, that they are treated like everybody else, that they understand the dynamics of the team. And if that happens well, if that assimilation is done properly, I think Ghana would have, not just during the World Cup, but beyond, a group of players who will make the Black Stars an incredibly strong team.
There are those who are worried that the policy and the way it is being used allow for players to reap where they have not sowed. Former Ghanaian international Lai Kingston sees the merit in this argument.
The players that are there already, they feel being cheated because they've worked for something that if 1 or 2 have been dropped and then replace them with the new ones that are coming in, they'll be disappointed.
But he, however, believes the policy will make Ghana a stronger national team.
It makes it better a lot because, like I mentioned earlier on, most of them are playing in an elite environment. I think they're coming to add a lot to the team.
So maybe at the 2022 World Cup, players like Inaki Williams, Tariq Lamptey, FIFA will become popular. At the moment, not many football fans are convinced.
I think it's being unfair to the local players, especially after they've gone through all the tussles to qualify, and then you see the foreign players now, they are coming that they want to play for the national team.
All what's the matter be the potential, as far as they're able to deliver and just play, that's all.
But how does having these players joining the national team affect the dynamics? Dr. Patrick Forey is a sports psychologist who has worked with the Black Stars.
One other positive thing about these switches that previously we didn't have and we couldn't manage it well is now we have 2 of the backroom staff coaches who have had their youthful experiences and most of the time in Europe, in the person of Otuado and then that of Boateng, who these 2 players were both in Europe at a tender age. So I think with the case of Otuado, it makes it even easier by just sharing his personal experiences that he's had coming into the team. And then I've recently heard the likes of Adam Kwarasi talking about some of the challenges that he went through making that transition into joining the team. These are players that we can easily tap in and leverage on their experiences so that they can share a bit of pep talks either through Zoom or team meetings, and then start matching such players before even they come to camp so that they can tell them what they need to do and how they should even prepare.
Well, there are going to be the expected culture shocks around food, lifestyle, behavioral traits, and bonding among a tall list of things these new players would have to get used to pretty quickly. But remember, they are professionals, and it may be only a matter of time before they adjust and fit into a body they are to be a part of for a very long time. That is the Black Stars. Reporting for TV3 News, my name is Emmanuel Samari.